What is good, everybody? It's the Casual Consumers coming to another video. This is our movie review of Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Starring the likes of Angela Bassett and directed by Ryan Coogler. Yeah, so we just got back from the theater.
Fresh out of the theater.
We try not to talk about it so we could give our reactions right up on the camera.
Pure reaction.
Yeah, so we have very minimal discussion about it, so we don't know what each other are about to say. So it's going to be a spoiler-free. We'll probably do a spoiler one after this, but yeah. Spoiler-free for now. We're going to tell our thoughts on the movie, how we like Black Panther. You know, a lot has been... a lot of speculation on this movie on what they're gonna do since Chadwick Boseman ended up passing away, unfortunately.
But it has been a few days and it's been doing well.
No, like what the movie was gonna be, how the movie was gonna be.
Oh, I see.
Like what the movie was gonna be, but not necessarily how it was gonna do. I knew it was gonna do great.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Do you want to go first? What did you think about the movie? How do you feel about the movie?
Last one. You go first.
You went first on the last one.
I did.
That's not how it works.
See Black Adam.
That's not how it works.
This is
a whole new thing.
True.
Anyways, I'll go first.
Okay, go.
All right, so I thought the movie was okay. Just okay. I see. I don't want to give too much. I thought. Okay, so the good. I'll start off with the good. I thought Namor, the villain. Thought he was cool.
Yeah.
I liked his backstory. I liked how he was menacing. I thought he looked like a joke initially from the trailer. He really looked like a joke to me with the little wings on
feet.
The wing on the feet. Ridiculous. But he actually felt menacing.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really get the sense from the rest of the people. Like, you know, they kind of hyped him up to have, well, I guess that would be a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, I guess that would be a spoiler. I won't say that, but they kind of
spoil the people.
His race of people were kind of hyped up a little bit.
Yeah,
it seemed like he was the only one that was really the only one that I feared. I would fear in the group of the guys. I mean, they had numbers, but either way, I thought he was great. The actor, great job. He did great.
I'm gonna agree.
What else? Good. The actress that plays Shuri, great. All the actresses. Angela Bassett, her acting, all the acting was great. I'm trying to think of who had nobody. There was no real bad performances per se. There was just, you know, bad plot.
I want to respond to the first thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I will agree with you 100%. The villain, the antagonist. Perfect job. Like, sure. I would agree with you. At first it did not seem like a threat, and then I think the threat came up for me when you knew that it was like him. He was like the worshipped god who had been there for like years and years, hundreds of years, and then he had his army behind him, the people. So they were going to do whatever he wanted to do, and like complete what he wanted. So that was the part for me. The acting that you were just talking about, like how everyone's performance was great, I have to disagree. There were a couple of moments where I was just like, ooh, cringe for like, I don't know if you want me to say specifically who these people were.
If they're not in the trailer, it's kind of hard. Because you know what? Now that you mention it, oh really?
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned, there is one actress that I did have an issue with. Not necessarily with her acting, she just got annoying to me.
Yeah.
But she wasn't in the trailer, so I can't really. I don't want to put it out there for spoiler reasons. But just annoying as hell to me. Let's just say is a college student. How about that?
Sure.
College student.
Works for me.
One of the college students that they had. Annoying as hell.
I actually thought that person that you're referring to wasn't bad. I didn't mind her at all, but you know, either way.
Okay. Well, who was the actress that you didn't like the performance then? The Wakandans.
M'Baku.
Really?
Yeah.
That was your favorite from the last one.
He absolutely was.
He was your man crush.
Yeah,
from the
he
last
was.
one.
And
you thought they like just made him a joke? Like he was just only there for comic relief?
He seemed a little bit like the Fall Guy. a little bit like the Fall Guy, and then
the one where they needed to beat him up and make him look bad, them look bad. He was the one that
I knew that I felt that was coming, but I did not think it was going to unfold the way it did. I'm glad it didn't go the way I was thinking it was going to go, but his acting was a little shaky for me, to be honest. Some of the scenes that he was a part of, I didn't fully believe, but that's not his fault. It's writing, right? Like the way the directors direct it, the way the writers write it, it has to just be portrayed. So I guess that's not necessarily like an acting problem. It's more of a, the people who put the movie together problem.
Got it. Like the director and the writers problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But he looked like he put on a little bit of weight. That was another
I'm sure
thing that took me out of it.
I'm sure he did.
I don't know if that was for the role or if that was real life. He had a baby or something.
I forgot to mention, how they addressed the whole Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther being T'Challa being not in this movie. I thought they did a good job with that. It was believable. I think they belabored the point a little bit too long. I mean, it's tough, man, because I know he meant a lot to this movie. He made the first movie. Everybody that was a part of it really had a big hand in it. But him being the main character, he made the character. He made the movie. So I get it. But I thought they stayed on that point a little bit too long. There was too much dialogue. There was a certain point that not necessarily the funeral. It was like the funeral and the next thing, and then they're sitting and talking more about it, and then it comes up again. It's like, okay, at a certain point you could have cut some of these scenes up. I felt the movie was too long. It didn't need to be. It could have been 30 minutes. It could have been 30 minutes shorter. Some of the dialogue and some of the, not even the Wakandans, they didn't have to go back to the colonizers. They was just putting them in so they could get a little colonizer joke. It seems like there was no reason for no reason whatsoever for them to even be in this movie.
100% agree about that.
It was just a waste of time.
Specific point.
They just wanted to talk about the make the colonizer joke. They wanted to
they needed it. They
needed to get their quota of white people in the movie.
That
you can't have an all black. Apparently, you can't have an all black movie.
You could.
So you gotta get a couple whites in there. You know what I mean?
You gotta sprinkle them in. A little salt.
And then
pun intended, no pun intended.
What's her name?
Nakia?
Dreyfus.
Oh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Yeah. Waste. I don't understand why she was in the movie.
She had a couple of moments, but
made no sense.
Back to what you were saying about the
same with it's a spoiler.
Yeah,
never mind.
Say it. But
don't say it. The hell was that?
The cat. But no, the Chadwick Boseman, I feel like they spent just enough time on that. I think that there really is no right or wrong way to like honor somebody. And like you said, he made the first movie. I don't think they could have anticipated the way this had went down. So, so it was just like, they gotta honor the dude.
I'm fine with that. I just think I think at a certain point it went too long.
But they just sprinkled it throughout. And I think like the beginning with the funeral, like us realizing that he wasn't going to be in the movie anymore, and then they kind of fast forwarded to that's it. I thought that was kind of like bing bang boom. Put it in the you were talking about when they were putting it throughout the movie.
Not necessarily putting it throughout the movie, because I understand he's going to be on everybody's mind throughout whatever character once they get reintroduced. But I think at the beginning, more so, there was a lot of dialogue taking place, and it just seemed like it was just holding. It was kind of weighing the movie down a little bit, because we're just sitting there talking about it, having long, drawn out conversations over it, and it happened. We get it. The first scene, the funeral, and the other scene when you see Namor come in eventually. I feel like it was a little bit too much going on, but you know what? I'm not going to die on this hill. Okay. It was great. I'm not going to die on that hill. It's fine. It's just, for me, like I said, the movie could have been 30 minutes shorter. They could have cut out a little bit of that stuff, taken out all the colonizers, and then we would have been good.
A point about, I guess a point to your point about the time, it didn't feel like 2 hours and 40 to me.
Felt shorter?
It didn't feel like 240. It felt like
shorter or longer?
I guess shorter, if I'm saying what it felt like, but it just didn't feel like we were sitting there for that long.
I was yawning. I was struggling.
You was yawning on the way to the movie.
I was struggling.
You was tired already.
Man, and a good movie will wake you up.
This is true.
This was an okay movie, and I was dozing in the middle. I was starting to doze off a little bit in the middle.
Okay, so are we done with the positives?
That was the negatives. That was my negative. Do you have more? You don't think you said your negative? That was my negative.
Well, I
guess my positive turns to a negative. I guess.
Agree with most of what you said about about the movie. Some of the things that I don't necessarily agree with, but
I feel like we can't really talk more about it. We got to get into the spoilers here.
Yeah.
So would you recommend this movie again? What do you thought about the movie if you graded it from 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I would give it like a 7.
5.
Is that generous?
7. I mean, it's whatever you want. This is your review of the movie. Me, 5. The first Black Panther, I actually really enjoyed the first Black Panther more than this movie. I've never seen it again. I've only seen that movie once. I probably won't be seeing this movie again.
You know what's interesting about what you just said?
What?
Every single time I've gone to actually watch Black Panther again, the first one.
Can't do it. Yeah, it's I'll watch Winter Soldier again. I'll watch some of the Avenger movies again. Black Panther, you've seen it once, you're good.
Damn.
And this movie, I feel the same way. I've seen it once, I'm good.
You don't actually feel the same way. You feel less than.
Sure, but I mean, both movies, same result. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna get into the spoiler review. Thank you so much for everybody for watching. Please hit the subscribe and hit the like button. It really would help out the channel a lot. Thank you so much, and check out the spoiler review if you guys already seen the movie.
Okay,
anyways,
bye.
have a good one.